Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode 167. You might be thinking, wait, you have the 167 already? Did you guys? Some people may or may not have seen my review last week. I did on my first review for a One Piece light novel. Yes, reviewing Ace of Sir, which is a really good book, despite being really short. It was only like 129 pages. Now this one I'm just covering episode 947. Is basically called Brutal Ammunition. The Plague Round aims at Luffy. And the 993rd chapter of the manga, The Dream of Wano. You can hear that sound? That's actually my fan making that noise. Because I think I may have had it on a little too high. Anyways, yes. Now, this episode does finish up chapter 947 in the manga. Yeah, that's pretty much like 947. Yes. Yeah, that's interesting though, the fact that for an episode it's called episode 947, it finishes up 947, it had pages 13 to 17, and starts adapting chapter 948, where it adapts pages 2 through 10. Most important in this episode, it's all set in one location. Yeah, that's simply put what it is. They do add some additions here and there, mostly to expand upon some stuff. They've added one thing in here that was actually definitely not in the manga. Okay, now, episode picks up exactly where last week's episode left off, where basically Queen in his Brontosaurus mode had hit Big Mom in the head, where she has overcome amnesia by being bopped in the head. Yep, she basically, Queen chastises her basically for causing the mess. He's like, "You're kind of subordinate queen, aren't you?" He's like, "I'm doomed." It's this little poppy thing. I thought that was so funny. Yeah, not the first time I've seen that little minor gag, but it's funny. So eventually she just walks up to him and then she just falls over and she's like asleep. And then basically, now in the manga, they don't show this at all. Because basically they added this to the anime. He's like, "Okay, give me the 100+ pound sea stone cups and get those 100 chains, wrap around, and also pump her with 100 shots of tranquilizer darts." Yes, that's what they did to put her up. And after do that, I'll take a majority of the guards. I'll leave you a small amount just to contain the prisoners. Put them on a ship. We're going straight to Kaido. And she rides off. And Luffy comes like, now it's time for me to be free. Yep, and he basically turns the guards into his sparring partners, or he beats up every single one of them. Yep, and then basically Chopper steps in, beats the crap out of some of them, and then of course the warden's like, get that thing. Tells the vice warden. He's like, "Really? You sure?" He's like, "Yep, okay." What did he go get? A gun that shoots frickin' poison. Yes, the Mummy Plague. Yeah, that's finally make his anime debut. Yep, first before he fires the damn thing, the warden's like, "Hey, he's out of control. Can you contain him, please?" Like, okay, and he's trying to contain him, and then of course a couple of prisoners get shot in the back with his poison stuff, and of course, Luffy's trying to convince him that he should stop. By the way, the old man he was protecting, he's all basically on the side, out of the way. And then the episode ends quite hilariously when you hear someone laughing. Who is it? Kamakatsu, the Kappa. And the guard's like, "Who was that creature? We don't know who he was." He was one of the Asa 9, the one who worked for Odin. He's scheduled to be executed 13 years ago, and we've been slowly killing him with poisoned fish. That's what the warden says. He's like, time for me to stand up and kick some butt, which he's going to do next week, which I'm looking forward to that. Yep. All in all, great episode, and we're getting very close. I think with the very next episode, we're probably going to wrap up Act 2 of the series, of Wano. Yep. Now moving on to new chapter manga. Chapter 993. The Dream of Wano. The cover story is Gang Benji's All My Family, Volume 36, Gala and Lola Wedding. Yep, Lola, Clifton's sister, gets married to her husband's subordinate. Yes, Gotti. Yep, the guy with the machine gun. Yeah, how did this come about? Because she has a thing for randomly proposing to people. He's like, he was the first person to say yes, and they got married. And of course, Pound is there. He's been accepted as their father, and I think it's so funny that his baby grandson, Bedge, basically is on top of his head. It's just so hilarious. Chapter starts off basically where it was like celebrating the flower capital, the fire festival. Like lots of dancing, a lot of basic stuff going on. Lots of dancing, and meanwhile on the island, fighting has broken out. Yes, on the island of, well, Kaido's island. X-Drake is joining forces with the Straw Hat crew and their billion. Probably because Kobe basically said Luffy's a good guy. So, and we have Queen says, I'll put Shiny Jewel in my playgrounds. Ice only, and of course Luffy is basically trying to get this way to the top. He's like, out of my way. He's like, wait, Luffy. Yeah, then of course we have Sanji out of his outfit. Yep, he's basically took off his Germa 66 outfit, and then basically they're taking a couple of the headliners, and then of course, well, they get beaten up. Well, they're trying to fight them. It's like okay, take too long, and then all of a sudden Jinbei shows up. He says, it's Luffy, Sanji, I figure if I'm doing Jinbei, I'm going up to the roof. You need to get. I'm getting you up to the roof. You need to conserve your power. And Sanji's like, who put you to it? I'm the one dragging Luffy along. Oh, you are? Sorry. December should reach the top of the battlefield. I'll be there. Yep, and then we see this cat who's got this paper on his face with an eye. And it says, meow. Yamato and Momoshiki pass through the rooftop. Yeah, I think it's some other person watching them. Then we see Uti just basically looking here. Yeah, brief camp by her along with King. And of course, Yamato basically is still chasing Momo and Shinosuke. And of course, they run. Cebu. And we see, looks like someone's been beat up. Yeah, it's Momo. So yeah, this Kenochi. Like, run. Doesn't run. And then, of course, we have the armored division of the Animal King Pirates make their debut. Yep. One of them is basically a crab woman. Yep. A crab woman. An elephant man. Well, actually, looks like a rhino man. A porcupine. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's the lion guy. I think he makes his return. I don't think it's him. And a couple of people. I'm not interfering. I'm fine with Konosuke. Yeah, and of course, the guy thinks the Yamato's interfering. He's like, I'm not interfering. I'm fine for Kosuke. And then apparently on top of the Skull Dome, basically Kaido's fighting Odin's subordinates, where they've pretty much cut open his wound. The Odin game 20 years prior to the events of the series. Yep. It's like too shallow. You don't have power to open up the old scar. Really? You have power to open up the scar? You're freaking bleeding, Kaido. And then the chapter ends with basically where we see the guy who has the Yakuza. He sees visible slashes, and we see it look like an arm popped off. And it's Kaku. Yeah, it looks like her arm has been. Kind of looks like her arm has been chopped off. Yeah, her arm's been chopped off. And that's where the chapter ends. Next chapter comes out November 1st, which is actually Sunday. Yep, all in all, really damn good chapter. I give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. Damn good chapter. Looking forward to the next chapter when it comes out. Yep. So yeah, that's it for Stick Review. I might have time to do one more review tonight. If not, I'll probably save for tomorrow. Okay? Yeah, next one hopefully will be Boruto, okay? See you next video.